The air crackled with the heat of approaching doom. In a small, occupied town, the sky wasn't just gray with smoke. It was alive with the orange glow of destruction. Artillery shells had rained down nearby, and now fires were spreading, threatening to swallow the entire village whole. In the midst of this chaos stood one man, the Firewatch Commander. His uniform was blackened with soot, his face streaked with grime, but his eyes burned with a resolve that no flame could extinguish. Orders to retreat had been issued, but he refused. This was his watch. He wasn't just a soldier, he was a leader. With a voice that cut through the roar of the inferno, he began to coordinate. He rallied frightened villagers and exhausted soldiers, turning their panic into purpose. You, get the bucket, form a line from the well. We need a water chain, now. To another group, he pointed. Those families are trapped. Get them out. Every order was precise, every action calculated. He saw the fire not as an unstoppable force, but as an enemy with weaknesses. His mind worked faster than the flames, seeing the fire leap from rooftop to rooftop. He shouted for wagons to be dragged into the streets, creating crude but effective fire breaks. He directed teams to soak blankets and beat back the encroaching heat. But his most daring move was yet to come, pointing to a line of old, dilapidated sheds directly in the fire's path. He ordered a controlled demolition. It was a huge risk using destruction to prevent more destruction. As the structures collapsed, they created a vital gap that the fire could not cross. All the while, the enemy's artillery continued its deadly drumbeat. Each explosion sent shrapnel and earth flying, turning every step into a life-or-death gamble. The commander seemed oblivious to the danger, his focus solely on the village and its people. He moved through the chaos, a pillar of calm strength, his presence a silent promise that they would not be abandoned. By dawn, the shelling had ceased, and the fires were finally under control. Miraculously, the village was saved. His heroism that day was a quiet one. There were no medals, no official commendations. In the grand narrative of the war, his actions were a footnote, overshadowed by larger, more glorious battles. But the people of the village never forgot. They had seen his courage firsthand, and so every year, on the anniversary of the fire, they gather in secret. They light a single candle, not in sorrow, but in honor of the Firewatch Commander who refused to let their world turn to ash. Thanks for watching. If you were moved by this story, consider subscribing for more tales of unsung heroes.